Bison women's basketball in the stretch run here in Summit League play, heading towards that Summit League tournament in Sioux Falls. Head coach Maren Walseth is here to break it down for us. And coach, you got the road split. They say split on the road at minimum. That's a good thing, and you got that road split, so congratulations. Tell us about it.
Thank you. Yeah, got that monkey off of our back. It'd been a little while, so it was good to get on the road, a different environment, face some adversity, and be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Winning on the road is tough in college basketball, so great job there. Let's look at the standings now as we head into the stretch run here. This is the last week of league play. South Dakota did lose in Brookings to South Dakota State this weekend, but they still hold on to that #1 spot. But, you know, coaches, I don't think, worry too much about the standings. You know, we can break down all the scenarios and this and that, but you're worried about your team, right? And just one game left. Head-to-head matchup with Denver, right?
Exactly. You know, obviously standings are important for somebody, and at the end of the day, you know, we do need to take a look at them. But right now we have one game left in the regular season, home versus Denver, and so that's what we're most concerned about.
Well, IUPUI's in that 3-4-5 grouping, and you played them last Thursday night on the road. Tell us about IUPUI, that game, and how the Jaguars are playing.
I think the Jaguars are playing very well. You know, going into the jungle is not an easy situation for anybody. I think Dave would attest to that as well. But certainly they came out with a little more fire. They play a little bit more enthused at home. And it was a tough game for us. Faced some adversity, and unfortunately we were not able to be successful. Usually
the second game of a 2-game road trip in the Summit League is very tough, but somehow you regrouped and you came back and you got the victory at IPFW for the season sweep of the Mastodons, 72-66. Tell us about that game, what worked, what went well for you guys.
You know, I think it was a little bit of the same at the beginning. We got ourselves into a hole for whatever reason, but we were able to regroup at halftime and come out in the second half with much more tenacity, much more mental toughness, and the conversation was determination, and that's certainly what they showed. They were just more determined to get the rebounds, more determined to get the stops, more determined to get off great shots. So I was very, very happy with the second half effort by everybody, and it was great to, as you mentioned, get a sweep this season.
Emily Spier played well at IPFW, 8 points, 5 rebounds. She's giving you solid minutes this year. One of the many players that has improved under Maren's staff this year, 15, 16 solid minutes a night. Let's learn a little bit more about Emily Spier in this week's player profile.
For sophomore Emily Spier, last year was a learning experience, only averaging 8 minutes a game. But this year is much different. The Buffalo, Minnesota native has become a key part of the team, averaging close to 20 minutes per game.
It's really nice to get to be a bigger part of the team, have a bigger role, be contributing more.
Catch, Beckett, hook pass, caught, Spier, and dropping, it's good, and a foul! Holy cow!
Spier isn't just doubling her minutes, but her points scored. She scored 59 points her freshman year, but has already put up 123 points this season.
I think definitely confidence is one of the things. Just getting time on the floor definitely helps that. And then shooting, for sure, the percentages helps.
Spier is currently shooting a team-high 45% from the field. A major reason for the success has come from a new mindset brought in by assistant coach Patrick Harrison.
The biggest thing that we've done with Emily is just help her with patience. She already has the ability, she already has the touch. Really, it's just slowing her down and allowing her to really find her target each time.
The Bison left the paint, but they do seal it. Spier, what an outlet by Emily Spier to the bar. It's up, it's in.
Emily hasn't just helped on the offensive end, she has brought a spark off the bench as well. She ranks 3rd on the team in blocked shots and 4th on the team in total rebounds.
She's definitely a spark plug for us, especially when she gets a couple offensive rebounds, has a couple nice blocks. Really, when she's running the floor and is active on both ends, that's when we're really good.
Another reason for the success has come from the practice court. We're learning from Liz Keena and Holly Johnson on a daily basis has helped Spier improve her game.
I definitely look up to them, and they challenge me every day in practice and in games, and they help me push myself to be better and to hopefully get to see the floor a lot more.
For the Bison Coaches Corner, I'm Brett Rule.
Well, Coach, from last year to this year, I myself have noticed a ton of improvement with Emily, but in your time here, just from the start of the season till now, what have you seen as far as her game improving?
She has made huge strides.
I think so too.
On
yeah.
the court and both with her confidence as well. You know, for whatever reason, she didn't play a whole lot last year, so she didn't have that game experience, which is so valuable. So coming in, she certainly wasn't a freshman, but she wasn't quite a sophomore either. So we were able to take things slow, watch a lot of film with her, spend a lot of one-on-one time in the gym, and I think over the course of the season, certainly her ability to finish both sides with both hands very, very fluidly, her rebounding, her ability to get up and down the floor nicely. She's got a nice outside shot. I think we've seen all of that in little bits and pieces each and every game, you know, show itself a little bit more and more, and it's definitely coming from her confidence. She's a hard-working kid. She really is. You know, she's the strongest one in the weight room. She wants the physical play. She's built to be in the paint. You know, so it's been really nice to see her confidence grow, and you know, she gets more and more rebounds, more and more points, and she ultimately helps our team.
Congratulations to you and your staff on the player development aspect as well. But let's talk about this week. Denver at home. It's obviously senior night for three seniors. Brooke Lamar, Denver comes in here too. The game is very important as well. Could potentially lock up the 6th seed in the conference tournament. But first things first, let's just talk about this game and what Denver brings to the table.
Denver's a unique team, and they shoot a lot of threes. Certainly we played them at their place, played a very good first half, not as sharp in the second half, but that was almost 2 months ago by now. So they're a little bit of a different team, and certainly we are a different team as well. But as you indicated, you know, this game has a lot of implications for the postseason tournament, and so for us, it's just the most important game on the schedule because it's the one that we're playing on Thursday night.
Best of luck to you and your staff this week.
Thank you.
All right, the Bison Radio Network will be fired up on Thursday night with Jack Michaels and myself here calling the game for you. Next Monday, we will set up the Summit League tournament and go through the brackets and the matchups. We'll know them by that time. Enjoy the week, everyone.